While the museum has been closed, we have all been working from home. I wanted to take this chance to teach my kids about conservation and give them a hands-on opportunity to repair a ceramic. Our artwork of choice was a terracotta flower pot and saucer. All right, so we're going to be fixing a broken flower pot, and the first step is we're going to have to break our flower pots. And my kids have all of their health and safety equipment on right now. They've got eye protection, closed-toed shoes, and they're covered up so they can't get hurt. After we're done doing this, we're going to glue them back together with appropriate adhesive. We're going to fill the joins to make them disappear, and then we're going to in-paint those joins so that you won't be able to see them anymore. It's a way that we do conservation at the museum, but we're just going to be doing it on our flower pots. The kids clearly thought that breaking the pots was the best part of the entire project. This does not bode well for their future in the field of conservation. The first step in any conservation treatment is careful documentation of all the pieces of the artifact. We record the dimensions or the size of each piece and take photographs of all sides. A report is written that will tell the condition of the artifact and what is needed in order to repair it. Just like putting the pieces of the marble sculpture of Bacchus back together, we needed to glue the terracotta fragments together piece by piece. Objects conservators love to use a glue called paralloid B72. What's great about this adhesive is that it doesn't yellow over time and that it's reversible, which means it is able to be removed after a number of years. Reversibility is a big deal in conservation. What would happen if our plate was an ancient ceramic from an archaeological dig, and after we put it together, another piece was found? We would have to take it all apart in order to fit the last piece in. We used paralloid B72 in our flower pots, as well as for the large marble sculpture of Bacchus. Some tricks for gluing pieces back together are that you can use a bowl of plastic beads in order to support the fragments while they're drying. This lets you stack them vertically and use gravity in order to hold the pieces in place while the glue sets. You could also use long, thin bean bags that can be positioned to support the fragments in the same way. When pieces are missing, or the joints have holes in them, it's important to fill these locations in order to complete the piece. For the terracotta plate, we used a white water-based fill material. It's kind of like pushing Play-Doh into the holes within the ceramic. Since the plate is small, the fills did not need to be structurally sound or hold any weight. When we filled the gaps in the marble Bacchus, we needed to use fills that were strong and that resembled marble. We mixed powder into a B72 in order to make a strong fill that looked like marble. Just like in Bacchus, we decided to have the fills on our terracotta be slightly lower than the top surface. This allows you to identify the fill as a conservation treatment and not get confused and think that it's part of the original artifact. This is the way that most archaeological artifacts are treated. Since the fill material is white, we needed to paint it out and get it to match the terracotta. We used my favorite watercolors by Golden Paints called Quar watercolors. When you're trying to match a fill to the surrounding material of an artifact, it is important to think about color theory and complementary colors. In order to see how this works, we used a color wheel. If your fill looks too red, you can add the complementary color green to reduce the red color. In the same way, blue's complementary color is orange, whereas yellow's complementary color is purple. Recognizing and using these sets of complementary colors can help you create the perfect match. We worked very hard to get just the right shade of orange to match the terracotta material. After all this hard work, the terracotta plate is put back together, and now it can go into the home exhibition on our kitchen shelf.